Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Sabine Krahe from Amigo, and we're going to look at Mein erstes Bonanza, which is sort of expansion, well, not expansion, it's a separate Bonanza game, but for kids. Yes.
It's supposed to be for kids starting by the age of 4.
Okay. So what is different with Bonanza? First of all, they can't even hold cards when they're 4. They're little hands. They're going to drop their
Right,
cards.
that's why we have our line of beans always in front of us.
Okay.
We don't keep them in our hands. And the type of beans are different. You see, the beanometer is much simpler.
Just one value.
Just one value. Not
Okay.
as many as it was for the bigger one game.
So we still have some different types of beans with different values on the beanometers here. Okay, 4 types.
The stinky one, the angry one, the big one, and the mean one.
Okay. How
So
do we
the
actually
beans
play
are-
here?
are different.
Yes. How are we actually going to play as we
We
go
still
with the
have
course of the
2
game?
fields at the beginning where we stack our beans. The move is always the same. At first, the first one of the line I put down on one of my fields. Then I may also with the second one.
Okay.
Second move during my turn, I flip 2 cards open, which I either decide to take to my side
Okay.
or to trade them, to ask you if you were interested in having them.
Okay.
In this case, of course, I choose one for me. I harvest right away because I have 3 of the big beans. One of the bean coins to the side. The other one goes back, goes away. And this one I can still discuss with you. Are you interested or not?
Yes, of course. Trade you. To the
Yeah, give me
actor
one of
here.
the big ones.
Yeah, sure.
The mean one. Okay, thank you. I harvest right away. Nothing else for me to do but opening and getting 3 more cards, which I put in the back of my line.
Now, I know one difference here in this game is you can actually stack different types of beans on top. So if this is my line,
Yes.
at the front of my line here.
Your turn now, the first one wouldn't fit. But in this case, you may just put it on top of one of the 2 stacks. Even though if it doesn't match, doesn't make any difference. Then you may also with your second one. So now at first, you collect this type of beans. Then as soon as you got the second one here on the top, you remove it. And then you start with the angry bean again.
Okay, so a little more forgiving than regular Bonanza in terms of
Much
this.
more.
Much
Yes.
more. Okay.
And the other difference for the end will be we just play the cards once down, and then that's it.
Okay. Now, the box contains a different
Kinda like
set
an
of cards as
expansion,
well.
huh? For the ones who now know how it works, collecting the beans and then harvesting them, it becomes a little bit more complicated.
Right. Okay, where we at a second beanometer level.
Beginners, and that's for the semi-beginners.
Okay. And then we can mix them together, and I believe you can then introduce all the other rules as
You could
time
slowly
goes
do
on.
so, yes.
Okay.
Especially with the trading part, that's something that we don't have that much since we're always allowed to have the different stock.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much for the overview.